Yo, what's up guys? In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys the best settings to use on your controller for Fortnite on console. And this is for PS4 and Xbox. It's going to work perfectly for both. And I had already done a video on this before, but it was a long time ago. I wasn't really that good. I wasn't using the best possible settings. But now that I've learned a lot and I've gotten a lot better, I want to share my experiences and my settings again. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking for this, so yeah, let's just get right into the video. And I promise you, this is going to make you a lot, it's going to improve your game a lot more, okay? Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is your controller layout. Now, if you're not using Builder Pro, I really recommend switching to it because you're at a really big disadvantage if you're not using it. If you're using Combat Pro or regular or default, whatever it's called, you know, you can't build as fast as someone using Builder Pro, and also if you're using Builder Pro, you're gonna make a lot less mistakes because each building piece has a button assigned to it. So yeah, you're gonna reduce your mistakes by a lot, and you're gonna build a lot quicker, like I said. So please do yourself a favor and switch to Builder Pro. Now, if you're coming from Combat Pro and you're switching to Builder Pro, it's gonna be really easy to get used to it. It'll probably take you a couple hours max. If you're coming from default now, it's gonna be a bit tougher, but you can probably get it down in like one gaming day. You know, it's not that hard to learn. So like I said, do yourself a favor, switch to Builder Pro and learn it. You're gonna thank me later. Okay, so that's the first thing. Now moving on to like the controller settings, like all the sensitivities. Let's talk about the X and Y sensitivities. What I personally use is 6.6 for both. And I think the sweet spot for like those sensitivities are anything between 6 and 8. And the reason for that is because if you use anything lower than 6, your building speed's gonna suffer a lot. And also when you're in close range gunfights, you're not gonna be able to keep up with your opponents, especially if they're moving a lot or jumping around like maniacs. You're not gonna be able to keep up with them. So that's why you want a decent high sensitivity, but not too high where you can't control it and you're not going to hit any shots. So if you want to go lower than 6, the lowest I would ever go is 5.5, and 5.5 isn't that bad. You're gonna have like really good accuracy, but your building speed's gonna suffer. So you can get away with 5.5 if you don't want to use anything higher than 6. You can try 5.5, but I definitely recommend going 6, anywhere from 6 to 8. If you go higher than 8, you're not going to be that accurate. Your building speed might be great, but if you can't hit anyone, then you're not going to win. All right, unless you're a god that has been playing video games on high sensitivity forever, don't go higher than 8. All right, just trust me. I know there's people that can do it, but most of you aren't going to be able to do it. I can't do it, and I've been playing video games for a long time. So that's X and Y sensitivity. Next thing that's up is ADS sensitivity. So ADS sensitivity, I recommend anywhere from 0.60 to 0.75. I personally use 0.75, and the reason why I'm kind of giving it kind of a high is because when you're playing on console, you have aim assist. So when aim assist kicks in, when you aim at someone, your aim pretty much slows down, and yeah, it's gonna slow down your aim. So if you have a really slow ADS sensitivity plus the aim assist slowing you down, you're gonna be like a freaking turtle when you're aiming in. You're not gonna be able to keep tracking them as they move or when they're sprinting or jumping. So that's why I don't recommend using a low sensitivity for your ADS. And if you use a really high sensitivity, it's going to be a lot harder to hit people also when you don't get any aim assist or when they're far away. So that's why I think the sweet spot is from anywhere from 0.60 to 0.80. I personally use 0.75, like I said. So yeah, that's the ADS sensitivity. Next one is scope sensitivity. I personally use 0.55. You can use higher or lower on this one. I think this one's honestly personal preference, but I would suggest going a bit on the lower side, because on all the scoped weapons you don't get aim assist. So like I said, I would recommend going on the lower side just because you don't get aim assist, and it's a bit harder to, you know, track people when there's no aim assist and they're far away. So I suggest, like I said, going on the lower side. Next one we're covering is sprint cancels reloading. Now this one you want to have on, because if you're ever reloading like a gun, like let's say you're reloading your AR, right, and you run into a guy and you need to get into a gunfight like ASAP, right? With sprint cancels reloading, you can just sprint for like half a second and you're ready to fight again. If you don't have sprint cancels reloading, you're basically gonna have to finish the reload animation, and then you're gonna be able to shoot and fight back. So this is why I recommend having this option enabled. Next one is tap to search / interact. This one's personal preference. I like to have it on, but basically what it does is whenever you're searching a chest, ammo boxes, or reviving, instead of having to hold down X, you can just tap it, and you know, once you tap it, it's just going to complete the animation by itself. And all you have to do is pretty much, like I said, is tap X. You don't have to hold it. It's a nice little thing to have, but you know, that's personal preference. Totally up to you guys. Next one is auto equip better items. You want to have that on. Vibration, you want to have that off. Almost any good player is going to tell you that they have it off, just because, you know, all those little small vibrations can sometimes mess up your aim. And you know, almost every pro player that you look up will mostly say they use vibration off. So I definitely recommend having that off. I have it off. Next important one is reset building choice. You want to have that enabled, okay? Because let's say whenever you get in a battle, the first thing you want to do is build walls, right, to cover yourself. And if you have this disabled, basically what it's going to do is, like, the last, let's say you fought, right, and the last battle you left off on the stairs, next time you go into your build menu, you're still going to be on your stairs. With reset building choice, every time you go back into your build menu, you're going to start off at the wall, which is really good, because like I said, whenever you get in a fight, you want to build walls straight away to cover yourself. So make sure you have that enabled. And the next one that's really important is the controller auto run. Make sure you have that off. I think it's definitely not worth it, because it can really screw you up when you're in a fight if you accidentally enable it. And yeah, just have it off. It's definitely not worth having on. And make sure you have aim assist enabled, alright? That's really important, because it's going to help your aim a lot more. Don't have it disabled, alright? Make sure you have it enabled, even though some people are like, oh, if you have aim assist, that makes you a bad kid. You're not good. Don't listen to them. Keep aim assist enabled, alright? And that's pretty much it, guys. If this video was helpful, please make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be doing a lot more videos like this. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.
Yeah. Keep it lit. 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 If it ain't gas, it ain't in my Dutch. Watch your back, don't get lined up. See, I came here with the whole squad. Look up, that's where you'll find us. If it ain't gas, it ain't in my Dutch. Watch your back, don't get lined up. See, I came here with the whole squad. Look up, that's where you'll find us. Keep it